Barry Hughart's The Story of the Stone, a novel. From the Dust Jacket. The Story of the Stone. Barry Hughart's brilliant first novel, Bridge of Birds, introduced him as one of the boldest new voices to enter the field of fantastic literature in years. The story of the venerable Master Li, an ancient sage with a slight flaw in his character, and Number 10 Ox, a simple peasant boy, with an impressive set of muscles and a keener intelligence than even he recognizes. Bridge of Birds receives raves from fans and critics alike, and won the World Fantasy Award for Best Novel. Now Barry Hughart returns to the world of Bridge of Birds, and reunites us with his unforgettable protagonists. From the seedy wine shops of ancient Beijing to the misty hills of rural China, Master Li and Number 10 Ox must follow a trail of death and depravity that leads right to the gates of heaven itself. The abbot of the humble monastery in the Valley of Sorrows has called upon them to investigate the brutal killing of a monk and the theft of a seemingly inconsequential manuscript from its library. Suspicion soon lands on the infamous Laughing Prince, Liu Shang, founder of the Valley of Sorrows, whose murderous frenzies have made his name legend. But the Laughing Prince has been dead for over 3 millennia. To help them on their search, Master Li and Number 10 Ox recruit 2 assistants, Moonboy, a remarkably handsome and remarkably lusty young man, who happens to be China's greatest living expert on sound, and his beloved Grief of Dawn, a charming young prostitute, who is the only person in all of China who can keep Moonboy in line. Together, the 4 set off in search of demons, ghosts, and murderers. Yet what they find is stranger still. Join Master Li and Number 10 Ox on a journey that will amuse, startle, frighten, and amaze you. A journey to a magnificent China that never was, but should have been. High praise for Barry Hughart's Bridge of Birds. From the Atlantic. Highly fantastic, full of wild coincidences, outrageous monsters, spirits malign or beneficent, and bits of folklore and fairy tale, and sly parodies of the world we know. It is also fast-moving, often funny, and always well-written. Mr. Hughart is a valuable recruit to the school of fantasy fiction. From The New Yorker. An enchanting array of inventions, dangers, temptations, and distractions. From the Magazine of Fantasy and Science Fiction. Bridge of Birds will be around for a long time. It is a wonderfully told story, packed with charming incident and spiced with laughter. And from Locus, an excellent fantasy novel. Bridge of Birds draws upon Chinese folklore to create a vivid blend of magic and history. Its wonderful adventure expertly interweaving the comic and the serious. I should also note the jacket illustration, which I use as the illustration for these videos, is copyright 1988 Mark Harrison. Though you can't see it, the hand lettering is copyright Iskra Johnson, and the jacket designed by Jamie S. Warren. It seems only right to give credit where it is due.